Hi, my name's Joanne, trail name Greyhound, and I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail in 2023, but I missed about 8 miles of the trail back in March. I fell on ice twice in one day and broke a rib. That was in the Great Smokey Mountains National Park, and the roads in and out of that park were still closed. Rangers picked me up at Clingmans Dome. I took a couple days off trail, but I wasn't able to get back on the trail where I got off. That road doesn't even open until April 1st. So I had to get back on trail at Newfound Gap and missed 8 miles of the AT between the two. Today, my friend Linda and I are gonna hike that last 8 miles. And we couldn't have picked a better time to do it. We are at peak leaf season right now in the Great Smokey Mountains National Park. It is absolutely gorgeous. Heading up the Blue Ridge Parkway. Look at the colors. Isn't this amazing? I live in South Carolina, and so I'm just driving up here to get to the Smoky Mountains National Park, and just had to take video before I got there of how beautiful it is here. It is just unreal. Oh wow, look at this. There's an elk just beside the road.
Hey everyone!
Hey!
It's us again!
We're still on the AT, believe it or not. We're at Clingmans Dome. We're doing the last 8 miles.
Yep.
Last 8 miles is all we've got. We missed this. This is when I broke a rib and had to get off the trail. So I have these 8 miles to make up, and that's it. And
Beautiful day. Beautiful
perfect,
day.
Perfect. Much prettier than the last time we were here.
So we're
with
getting to
ice and
see
snow.
the fall foliage, and like we didn't really see any foliage. We saw bare trees last time, which was beautiful.
Heading up to Clingman's Dome. Back on the AT and the Mountains to Sea Trail at Clingman's Dome. Heading back. We only have, I think, 7.7 miles from here. We're just going down to Newfound Gap. So it's just a day hike. We drove up this morning, but it took us, we were in this long line of traffic to get up here because it's peak leaf season. So it took us over an hour just to get a parking place at the top, just to get up here on the road because the cars were all backed up waiting for parking places. So if you come during peak leaf season, be aware that it will take you a long time to get a parking place here. So far it's been pretty easy, mostly down, but now we have a mountain to go up because because it's the AT. We're gonna go over some mountains still. But it still has been pretty easy so far. We've gone about 2 miles so far. You can hear the road. We're not too far from the road. No views really yet. Sometimes you can kind of see between the trees just a little bit. Most of the leaves are gone already up here. Looks a lot like Maine. Smells like Maine too. The trees are so close together, a lot of pine trees, fir trees. It's really pretty. Smells like Christmas. Plus some really strong and just something else that smells so good. I don't know what it is. Besides the pine. There's a little view between the trees. Well, that mountain wasn't a whole lot. We're already going down. Wasn't hard. So that's good. I think we've got one more mountain to do. And then it'll be all downhill other than that. So far, this trail has not been hard. Just some steps and roots and stuff, but really easy in comparison to, you know, the majority of the AT. A nice hike. Oh, and the smell. I keep saying it, but it smells so good out here. I have missed that smell. And the cool weather too. It's nice and cool right now in the trees. It was kind of warm today. I think it was in the 60s. So in the sun it was pretty warm, but in the trees it's nice and cool. Temperature's gone down. I think we're already over the mountain. That was the second mountain we just climbed, I think. This looks so much like Maine. If you want to hike in Maine, just come to the Great Smokey Mountains and hike between Newfound Gap and Clingmans Dome, and you'll get a real good taste of what hiking in northern Maine is like. Not southern Maine. Southern Maine's really hard, but northern Maine is more like this. This looks and smells like northern Maine. I just wanted you guys to see this. There's no mud. There's a squirrel that's scolding us. But no mud. This is so nice. It snowed here, I think last week, but it's all melted off. There have been a few little spots with a little tiny bit of water, but nothing muddy really. Just a little standing water, no ice at all that we've seen so far, other than on the side of the road we saw a little patch of snow right by one of the parking lots. A tiny one, almost completely melted. In fact, it'll probably be gone today. Well, I haven't seen one quite like this before. It's got a fence going down there and a fence underneath, and then you walk across this. So it keeps, I don't know what animals from coming across. Beech forest exclosure. This is one of approximately 20 special sites that have been identified for fencing against the wild hog. That's what it is. A non-native animal that's been present in the park only since the 1950s. This exclosure contains a beech forest community that's unique to the southern Appalachians. It contains an assemblage of native plants and animals that would be seriously impaired by the invasion of hogs. The fence was installed in 1984 in an effort to retain the natural character of the site. Very cool. We're in the home stretch now. We're less than a mile away. I can hear the cars in Newfound Gap. It's been a beautiful hike today. Really nice. And now I'm completely done. This was my last 8 miles that I needed to make up. I'm glad I did it now too, with all these leaves. It's so pretty. If you'd like to see the video where I got hurt, it's video 26 in my series. I didn't know I had a broken rib at that point. It was just sore, and I didn't know that I was going to be suffering for the next month with severe rib pain. But I'll put a link to it up at the end of this video. The road's right up there. Greyhound. Woohoo! This is it! Woo! Completely done! The last mile! And there she goes! Yay! I know not everybody does every single mile of the AT, but it just would have bothered me if I had this section that was missing. On the way back, I just had to stop at some of these overlooks on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It was getting toward dusk and it was just unbelievable. And of course the video doesn't show how colorful it really was. I mean, it was brighter than what you're seeing right now. I just can't even describe it. I had tears in my eyes right here at this point. It was just so bright and so beautiful and so big.